Shallows. Welcome back, people. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke. Yes, I know. I went a little MIA for a second. Took a little week breather. A week of hiatus, whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we're here. We're back, and we're ready to be on attack, ladies and gents. I'm here to give you guys that review today on True Detective, the last final episode of the series, episode 6. Fucking, as you know, they left off with Danvers. A lot of shit went down the last episode. Danvers and Hank has some few words. Hank exposes himself. Hank gets killed along also with the little crackhead, meth head, Otis. Prior, Peter ended up pulling up and murking his daddy. Varl ends up pulling up. It was just a whole shit show, man, at Danvers' house. And it left off with Danvers and Navarro, on that mission, bro, to complete this case that they got taken off of. And Peter left to clean up the mess of the whole shit show that happened at Danvers. Danvers and Navarro, they end up cracking this case pretty much. Fucking long story short, they end up finding the entranceway to the cave. The cave ends up leading them to Clark. Clark ends up sending them on a chase to find out that the fucking Salau station is like another secret way, a passageway through the cave to lead out to the Salau station, because they were trapped. They thought they were like fucked, because once they got through that hole and dropped through and like cracked the surface, they were pretty much, thinking they were stuck down there in that cave, like this is it type of deal. They gotta figure out this case and figure out how to get the fuck out of there on top of that now. But yeah, they end up and getting getting a hold of Clark, interrogating this man. Come to find out, he really did love Annie. He didn't have shit to do with her death, but he was there. He was there. And he, that's pretty much a accomplice type of deal, and in a sense, in law. So, yeah, he may not have actually did any actions to be the cause of Annie's death, but he was there. He's seen it visually, and most definitely felt it. Like mentally and physically, But so Annie, Annie comes to find out the truth about their experiment and what they've been hiding. All that shit goes to try and pretty much, put this shit to light, to the surface, expose their ass. Scientists didn't like it. Ends up beating her ass, because she finds out through lurking through their station and finding the cave through the secret passageway and seeing all their work and what their research was. And all the men weren't having it. All the rest of the scientists weren't having it, so they beat the shit out of her ass. And yeah, sadly, Annie got fucking murked. She got killed. And Clark was just there. He was trying, like I said, he was trying to stop it, kind of, but it's one against a dozen or however many men it was, working at the Salau station. But then he proceeds to explain to them that is not what it seemed like it was, as far as the whole disappearance of the Slout man. And he goes to break down that story, and he got trapped into hiding into the cave for so long and all that shit. And like they tried to make this shit a little bit, on the mysterious side, but as the case unfolded more and more, it became just realistic reasoning on everything. Besides the part about Annie's tongue, that part is still up in the air, very, just unquestioned. And, but as far as the whole men, the whole Slough crew, they asses just got, they just got tormented and fucking, captured by, Navarro's, tribe. I forget what their tribe actual name is. I'm sorry, people. But, that whole tribe, led by this lady named, Beatrice, and, a little red hair, lady named, by the name of Blair Hartman, which led them furthermore in the case, because Navarro and Danvers, because they ended up finding a handprint of Blair, and I guess it most definitely had to be Blair's handprint, because this lady's missing 2 fingers, and when they used the UV light, it showed a whole hand with like 2 fingers missing on the latch that led to the cave from the Slough station. But yeah, Clark, the way he explained it, it seemed like some mysterious shit happened, and Annie's spirit snatched all of them up one by one as he made his great escape through the secret tunnel or whatever passage way. And but it wasn't what he thought it was. Like I said, the fucking the whole like little tribe, Navarro's tribe, her people, her culture, ends up raiding the Slough station, fucking with the power. That's how the power went out, shit like that. And like pretty much ambushed these men and cornered them into getting into this semi truck and forcing them out deep into the code, and making these men strip, remove their clothing and just walk out into the cold and the blizzard, booty ass butt naked. And the way Beatrice made it seem like she tried to tie in, make it seem more spiritual and shit like that, and just mysterious. Cause she made it seem like these men had a choice. Like they could have came back. They honestly could have came back and got their clothes and been about their way. The clothes may have been cold or frozen, but they would have been all right. They could have made it. But something else out there didn't let that happen, which was Annie's spirit or whatnot, and she pretty much her spirit came back alive to eat these men's soul up alive, like one by one, getting her revenge on, them murking her, them killing her and shit. And almost, being on the verge of, exposing the dirt they were doing, bro. Because these men were fucking pollution up. They was fucking the pollution up, bro. With how high the levels rose. They were 11 times higher than, like what currently was acceptable to viewers. And, how they just, like, were in cahoots with the Silver Sky and how it caused the pollution they created knowingly created, caused cancer, stillbirth, birth defects, irreparable fucking genetic damage. Like they were just doing a whole bunch of just evil doings with their research and not giving a fuck about any of the repercussions. And yeah, um that's what Annie really that's why she really wanted to expose these men, but they like I said, they murdered her ass off, and then she pretty much ends up coming back in vengeance through spirit, snatching their ass up. That's what I got grasp out of it as far as for the men, and them not returning from that fucking walk, that cold, freezing walk of theirs, and yeah, Danvers and Navarro just turn the other way, turn their head, turn the cheek, and say, "Oh well, these men deserved it. Fuck it. We've been through enough with this case. It's time to close it. Like, it's really nothing more we can do. These people are dead, and these are the reasonings behind their death, and yeah, like what more can be done? Honestly, they did all they could, Danvers and Navarro, and they were successful. They cracked the case. They cracked the case. So, um, you know, it ends with goddamn, and they get a little learning experience within them trying to crack the case. Just really doing some self reevaluating on both their ends, Navarro and Danvers. They really you got to see the character development of them emerge from this final episode, and that was like pretty heartwarming and dope to see as well. Especially coming from where they where they were in the first episode till now. So yeah, they these two women did all they could do, and reached that limit of just on the human aspects and fucking being a cop aspect as well. So yeah, fuck the Salau, man. They were some dirty bastards. Like, man, this shit was literally fucking with both humans and animals. The pollution, it affected both humans and animals, bro. That shit, wild as fuck. I can't believe it. Couldn't believe how deep they let these researchers get with this shit. 'Cause they've been working there for like 15 years plus probably, and no one's questioned their none of their actions. It's just it was letting that shit ride. Let it ride for too long, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, the series ends up ending, on a happy note. Everybody's, back with their families. Danvers, they show her riding off with her daughter, and they show Peter laying in the bed with his kids and shit. He ends up going to Rose to help her get her help with ditching the bodies. So that was pretty dope. I mean, shit had to be done. Hank was an asshole, and then Otis. I mean, he just got caught in the crossfire with his old head ass. But yeah, no evidence of that. Fucking Navarro ends up going Houdini on niggas, and only Danvers knows about her whereabouts. Because they showed at the end these agents pulling up and questioning Danvers on the whole Hank's, missing body, how Clark, because Clark ended up dead too. I guess that shit ended up eating him alive so bad that he ran out to the snow and froze to death himself. Or Annie, Annie just preaching in his ear, still, lingering, made him go crazy and shit like that. He killed himself. But yeah, the agents they were like really trying to get Danvers to confess something. But Danvers, she played too cool, man. Her character too cool for the for the fuckery of that type of shit. So they really got nothing out of her. These two agents. But yeah, that's pretty much how this shit ends, ladies and gents. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Fucking, like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and revisit the other fucking seasons just to reminisce and whatnot. But altogether, man, there's nothing bad I can say about this series. It was pretty good. This season right here was pretty good. The Night Country one was absolutely fire. Like and subscribe. Support the motherfucking corp. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys thought about this one, man. Just for real. Let me know. Give me some thoughts. That being said, I'll be back a little bit later with some more reviews today. I'm gonna try and pump out a few, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so be it. Toodles.